Hello guys, how is it going? How's it going tonight? So, today we're gonna be continuing in our quest to complete all the mods. 9. So we're getting all close to wrapping this up. But one thing that is definitely missing is going to be creating our extreme reactors. The extreme. That's my very limited budget on sound effects. In any case, we're missing the Philosopher's Fuel, and we're just missing one single thing for the Philosopher's Fuel at this point. I don't even need the Rejuvenating Flesh anymore. What I need is going to be this block here, the Insanite block. So that's gonna be our main goal for tonight. What I'm gonna be doing is I will go to my quest book and I'm gonna start working on the extreme reactors. I've never done any extreme reactors before, so let's get familiarized with that. So let's do with not extreme voltage, insane voltage, ludicrous voltage. Yeah, that's not what I care. I want my extreme reactors. Let's see, extreme voltage. Is that gonna be part of that quest? Probably not. I don't know what that is for. High voltage, medium voltage, low voltage. Yeah, that's not what I want. Extreme reactors. That's it. That's smart. All right. So to kick things off here, we're gonna be needing the welcome. We already checked this off. So we're gonna be making some reactors. We don't really need the energy, but we need the byproduct in order to get some of the ingots that we're gonna be making. And so based off the original mod, big reactors, extreme reactors allow you to build customizable multi-block structured reactors. The main element, of course, uranium. You'll need these and a lot of coal and iron to get building. If you're ever lost building, refer to the extreme book for help. Do I have an extreme book? I probably do, because it's already checked. And then graphite for casings, hardened carbon. Ooh, I have that. And the way that I have that graphite bar is by some chests. I don't know how to do this in the first place. It's blasting. Oh, you need to blast coal. And that's gonna give you a graphite bar. So I have done that before. Do I have graphite essence? Because it sounds like it. Let's check. Graphite essence. No, that's HOP graphite essence. So I don't really have graphite. HOP. So that's a different one. So what do I have? Is it gold? No, it is charcoal, I think. Let's go back to the quests and let's see how we make that thing. Let's bookmark this. And how do I get the graphite essence? Well, I do that with. Well, actually, how do I do that in the first place? Here, that's gonna be charcoal or graphite or coal. All right, I can do that. So I take coal and then I burn it again. Let's do that. Coal. Put that in here. That in the machine. So I have the graphite. And then graphite. Yeah, I had plenty, but not as much as I would like. So I will do a couple of these essences. Graphite seeds. I need to put in tertium and graphite block. These are blocks. 12. Then let's do base. And then let's do tertium, right? Yeah. What I need in here. Let's go make us some seeds. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then our base. I'll start building that. Now, once we have that, I will just let it run in the background. But I don't know how much of it I'm going to be needing, so I'm assuming I will have I won't have enough, but you never know. With mechanism, I didn't, so I had to make a bunch of steel, and that's why I'm foreseeing this is gonna happen. Honestly, I don't know. Could be the case. Could be that I don't need that many, but it's a good idea to just have a bunch of it running in the background. Awesome, awesome. Okie so let's see. I have compressed iron, mana steel, Imperium, nether quartz, fluorite, diamond seed, and dirium seeds. So I'm gonna put that here next to my diamond. What are you? More diamond and more diamond. So I'll be repeating these diamond, 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 and dirium. So ferrous steel, one, last one, and I will continue with other stuff. Put that in. I don't really need it at the moment, but let's continue with the quest. So that is just for having a lot of carbon, which is probably something that I will be needing. Okay, so hardened carbon. Before we start building our reactor, we need to smelt some coal or charcoal to create graphite ingots. Graphite coupled with iron is one of the main materials to making the reactor. I have plenty of iron, that's good. So building components. I need reactor casing, which is basic. To build a reactor, you'll need to start by making reactor casings. These make up the frame and walls of your reactor. Although the walls can be replaced by reactor glass, you'd like to see inside of your reactor. Okay, I might. For future reference, when a part says basic, this means that it can only be used by other basic parts. The basic parts can also be used to build smaller reactors, as it has a certain size limit. Keep this in mind. All right, so let's bookmark these two recipes. I need 4 and I need one of those, potentially. I don't know. Let's build. Let's get building. So how do I make one of those? Iron surrounded by sand. That's gonna be that casing. Okay. Done. And I have plenty of that, so let's do 64 because I know that something is coming. So I have 4, then I'm gonna be making this, and then 1, 2, 3, and that's the 4 that I had there. Okay. I don't know how many I needed, but let's keep on going. So that, cool, get more casing. And there, the next thing is going to be reactor control. Oh, I totally forgot to get the book. That is Extreme book. So reactor controls, let's bookmark that and that. Every reactor needs reactor control rods and fuel rods. That sounds a lot like mechanism, but okay, let's continue. These control how fuel is inserted into the reactor. The control rods are placed on the top face of the reactor. You can also have more than one per reactor, but you must at least have one. Okay, typically, the more you have, the more fuel the reactor can use and burn. That can mean more overall power, but the cost of the higher burn rates, depending on your setup for the reactor. For every control rod, you'll need enough fuel rods to extend the base of the reactor. To the base, okay, alright. For example, if your reactor is 5 blocks tall, you'll need 3 fuel rods extending from each reactor rod. It's really like mechanism. Okay, if you right click on a control rod, you can control how much fuel is burned in the reactor by inserting or replacing fuel rods. The further you extend the rods, the less fuel that will be burned. Okay. So I bookmarked those two. Let's get building. So I need one of these. That. Vector control rod. And I need one of these fuel rods. Actually, I need a couple of these. Yellorium. Here, why? I don't think I need any more yellow cake uranium for the time being. So let's not. bunch of genetic material getting accumulated here, so let's take it out. All right, what was I doing? So how many do I need here? I don't know, do as many as I have. By far, 30. Reactor control road basic. So that's gonna be on the top. I've already done that part. Beautiful. I'll get more of these. And then what is this? Reactor controller basic. The heart of the reactor. Okay, reactor controller is the heart of the reactor. When a reactor is formed, you can right-click the terminal to open the reactor interface. Depending on if it's a passive cool or actively cooled reactor, the interface will change. Passively cooled reactors are used to produce power directly by burning fuel. Actively cooled reactors use the heat created to vaporize the coolant, which is then sent to a turbine to create power. This sounds a lot like mechanism. In the interface of a passive reactor, you can see and toggle the status and waste ejection. You can also see the temps, how much Fe per tick the reactor is producing, and how much fuel the reactor is burning per tick. Alright, so let's bookmark this. I feel like I need more reactor control roads. Is the uranium part? That. No, that's not what I wanted to make, right? I wanted to make this thing. There. 18. Here, here, here. Two more. Oh, what else? I did that part. Reactor rewards. Let's do the next part. Interacting with a reactor. To extract power or iron from your reactor, or even input fuel, you will need these required blocks. The power tap provides a way for you to tap into the power that a passive reactor makes. You can attach pipes or cable to extract the power from it. The access ports are required for every reactor. It allows you to both input fuel from the reactor and eject waste. It's usually a good idea to have two per reactor, one for each job. Okay, so let's bookmark both of those. Look at it. Yes. Well, I'll leave it in there. Reactor is this one. Okay, that is the active forge energy power tap. Okay, I get one of these thingies, and then for that I'm gonna be making two. That's what these said I needed. And then another one. Done. So I have the two. I have these and these. Now the reactor part. Our first reactor. So expanding our reactors. I was like, I make a bunch of them. Reactor casing. Before I get there, I need these. So our first reactor, learning the basics. We're going to build the smallest passive reactor possible. It's a 3x3. Requirements for the quest are the exact amounts of what you'll need to build one. Okay, I have all of those. Beautiful. To build this, you'll start by building a 3x3 frame made out of castings. 3x3, I guess, on the floor. Why 3x3? Oh, I'm just going to be making like one tall one. I'm assuming this is a 5x5. To build this, you'll start by building a 3x3 frame made out of castings. In the middle of the bottom face, you can just use another reactor casing. You want each outer wall have a reactor component like active power. Okay, next page. Every reactor you build will require exactly one reactor controller, which is usually put in the middle of the front wall. So this thing here. Next, we'll place one fuel rod in the center of the multi-block and one control rod above on the top face. You will need a way to input and output waste, which is done by using reactor solid access ports. For this build, place one on the left side and one on the right. Okay. To extract power, we'll place one active power tap on the middle of the back wall. Once placed, the reactor should complete. You can now right-click on the controller to open the interface and turn it on. Note, the biggest reactor you can make using basic reactor parts is 555, which is I'm assuming this thing. To build a larger reactor, you will need reinforced reactor parts. That's what it looks like. So this is a 3 by 3. Okay. Wish I had like a 3-dimensional view. Internally. Now, question for anyone that knows. Is this something that can blow up? I don't want it to blow up. Put it about here, just in case. So, gonna be just right. Place this. I to face north because I don't know why, just because. And then there's gonna be a controller. I had one job. Controller goes here, then this fuel rod goes here, and then goes here on the top, I think. Then, oh my gosh, totally forgot. I need to input and output. And the controller, like this. Then on top of that, the controller rod. Then I'm gonna assume that this is the output. Access port. This is the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 9, 8. So 12, 21. How do I know if I did it right? Turning, so yay, I did it right. So 21 casings. Yes, beautiful. One, I don't need any glass. That's awesome. Okay, so I did all of that. How do I make it work? Fueling or passive reactor. So expanding a reactor. Reactors are multi-block structures, meaning you can create your own custom size. If you're using basic reactor parts, the largest size you can build is a 5x5, which is this one. The biggest reactor you can make using reinforced reactor parts is a 32 by 32 by 20 by 48. There's a lot of variables that contribute to the overall output of the reactor, so make sure to experiment. Some overall tips. The taller the reactor, the more fuel it can hold and burn because there are more fuel rods, meaning more overall power. This also means a higher burn rate. The wider the reactor, the more efficient it is, as long as you don't add more fuel rods on the design. This means less consumption overall. Okay, well, as I made all of these already, string reactor, so that's 16 more. That makes sense. Should I just modify the rate? I feel like just burning ones at least. Filling your passive reactor. Okay. To insert fuel on reactors, you will need to pick up one of the sides that has a solid reactor access port. And pump in uranium from an inventory. The easiest way to do this is use something like a storage drawer or even just a chest in the item pipe connected to the top, like the image shown below. I can do that. I already have the uranium. Why is this not checked up? Uranium? I don't think so. Do I need it in my inventory at the time that I'm checking? Uranium. These jetpacks too fast. Alright, you. With me. I mean, I had it. I guess it was locked. And then, now that I'm here, what's the name of that thing? Thrower. There, just one. And good. There. What is this? This is that's power, and that's gonna be the access port. I don't know if there's need for there. I don't know if there's a need for a game. Got it. It's a lame joke about another game. I don't know if I need a different or specialized kind of tool. I will just put this in and we're gonna be extracting. Oh, it's pulling already. Beautiful. It's pulling. What is it doing? Depleted RAM output energy. It's not on. Could these blow up? So that would be pretty awful. Oh, this is done. Controller. HB, not page. Reactor moderators. They are moderators, not coolants. Okay. They are moderators, not coolants. Reactor moderators are materials placed inside of a reactor to change how it performs based on the properties of the moderator. They are placed inside the reactor during construction. You could have told me that earlier. Typically, the rarer the material is, the better of a moderator it is. Leaving the reactor empty means you are using air inside as moderators, which isn't that great. If you're looking for something cheap in early game, you try using refined blocks. Bio valley types. So what is the most expensive? Graphite, brass. Okay, I think it's going. How do I know which one is best? Block of terra steel, block of mana steel. How do I know? I'm gonna use netherite because from the basic materials, that's the most expensive one that I can make. Elementium is expensive, but I don't know what's considered more expensive. I guess that's a job for the book, isn't it? Um, I was doing something else. Oh yes. Netherite, plain right. But this is empty, so do I just 20? 70. That is the old status. My other question is does this explode? Because I don't want it to explode in my face. Reactor is not on. So what's the worst that can happen? Okay. That's easy FE. Do I do want to do anything with this energy? Probably not. Let's do energy cell. A couple basic energy cubes. This is full already, and then this is the casing heat, core heat, and then At eject mode, waste from the core will be ejected as soon as possible. In manual mode, waste must be manually ejected. Ejection can be done on this redstone and computer port signals. Okay. So do I need the energy here? How are you doing with energy? Not that great. So can I put this energy back? How do I put this back? I don't want it full. I want it to empty. Okay, that's where you empty. And you're doing it super slow. And there's a llama. Hi, llama. What are you doing here? You're not welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome again. Go through that portal, please. I don't wanna hurt you, but I don't want you here either. Ah, that's what I get. Something cool to sell, or just like, yeah, I bought you stuff before. What was I doing? What was I doing? That's something else. I just put that here. Now that that is here, can I just take my energy out of that? Is it feeling it? Yes. Just emphasize that it's feeling it. And then access port there. Okay, so what's next? Reactor moderators. I have the moderators. I can charge, think that. But I guess my next step would be this. What is the fluidizer? Oh, actually, dealing with waste, not want, not some first turbine. Just really want the byproducts, I think. It's a night. Yes, I want that. Please and thank you. All right, let's do this one. When the reactor burns off fuel, it creates waste or a reactant that you also want to extract. That is what other solid access ports are for. Make sure to set it up to output, then pipe into some type of storage. I can do that. And that storage could, I wonder if I can just use the importer directly there. Public storage, is that what I want? Think so. Then eject, manual eject. How do I know if it's ejecting? Burn up rate, activity, producing that, waste ejection mode, manual, automatic mode. Is it giving me something? Probably not. Let's take a chest. Those are expensive chests. Make it a new mangrove chest. I use that for cheap stuff. And I also need a logistical transporter. Nothing is output. How am I doing with? There. In automatic mode, waste from the core will be ejected as soon as possible. In manual mode, waste must be manually ejected. Ejection can be done from this screen or via redstone Experience signal ports. All right. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But I think I have to leave these for tonight. Unfortunately, I was not able to finish everything up. Oh, there you go. Basic output. This is going to be an outlet. Yay. I'm smart. Eject waste. Like this. I don't know. Done. So, with that in mind, eject fuel. No, I do not eject waste. With that in mind, that's going to be it for tonight, guys. Ah, my gosh. That was scary. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends to like and subscribe. It's a fun stream. Have a great night and see you later.